Today is August 12th, 2025. I'm going to show how to cut a huge mat using a much smaller cutter. And the secret is to take the cutting bar off of the cutter, which I've done now. I've removed it, and it's just a matter of taking a couple Phillips screws off each end and pulling them out, and then the whole bar comes free. And you can see this is loose from the cutter. So now you could almost cut a mat a mile long if you wanted to with that off of it. And a couple things to remember: you always want a slip sheet underneath, which is just a kind of a scrap mat that you want to cut into. You don't want to cut into nothing, or it'll give you a rough edge. And then you want to make sure that the table is really firm underneath and not mushy. And if this sits out over the top too far up, it's very soft, so we have to keep it back to make sure that the blade rides into the line real nice. Okay, now we've got the bar lined up on our line on the mat, and we've got two people, one holding the front, and then I'll be sliding the bar down. And you dive the blade in, ideally splitting the line that you've got drawn on the board, and try to make sure to keep the blade into the mat without it popping out. And now the tricky part is you keep the blade held into the mat and slide the bar down, and try not to twist it, because you don't want the blade to put an extra notch into the mat. And then you slide the whole thing up, keeping the blade in, so that we don't end up getting a mushy spot where the blade doesn't dive into the mat properly. You can see it is a little bit soft, but not too bad. If it was too soft, then the blade wouldn't go all the way through the mat. There we go. And what I do is cut the long members first, so that you can then put this back on the cutter and cut the short members, because the short way it fits into the cutter. And that's about all there is to it.